nothing more than a notebook, pen, a list that I haven't pulled up yet, and a dream. What is that dream? That dream is to explain the incredibly complicated lore to the Monument Mythos, unquestionably one of my favorite series on the internet. In order to do this, I have to pull up the list of episodes here on my Chromebook, my school Chromebook. Right now, I'm filming this on top of some piece of stereo equipment. I'm using this notebook that I have never used before. It's got these like cool like dots here, I guess. I got two hands for this operation. So that should make it a little better. I don't really know. Um, it's possible my phone won't survive this. I hope it does. Hold on. No, Whiskers, you can't be in the stream. Whiskers, get out of here. Get out. Get out. Get out of here. Where's season 3? Why does it not have season 3? Okay, wow, great stream so far, I know. I should have prepped better. I don't know why I didn't prep better. Whiskers, get out! Alright, I'll pull it up on the Wikipedia. Oh my goodness graciousness. How do you only have an 8.6 out of 10 on IMDb? That's crazy. Whiskers, get out! Wow, okay, hold on. Great stream. Okay, cool. This is the lore we have to explain. Here we have the list pulled up here. However, before we can begin with the actual episodes, we first got to explain the one made much earlier. This is Corner Folk, right? Okay. Corner Folk. So, the main thing with the Corner Folk, it explains how universes work. So we got a universe here. This is one 2D plane. This is a universe, right? And then up here we have other 2D plane, other universe, right? Right. We got that. So who's in chat? Has anyone said anything yet? I don't know. So we got the 2D planes, right? But then we got a line here, right? And who can cross the line? Why, it's the Corner Folk. Of course, no one else can cross the lines. If anyone else tries to cross the line, then it's not gonna work. Case in point, someone that doesn't work with. My main man Riley Tillin here, right? This is Riley Tillin. Everyone say hi. Look, he's waving at you. I might make this stream into a VOD. I don't know. So if you didn't catch it, sorry. Riley Tillin. Okay, so Riley has a house, right? As most humans do. And in his house, this is like kind of the arrangement a little bit, not really. So, coincidentally, because this is the Monument Mythos, as we'll come to see, his house has corners, but the corners are where the Corner Folk can come in, right? So he's been noticing in his house that like the literal corners are where the Corner Folk come in. Corner Folk entrances. They are. So his house just has little corners across dimensions. Why? I don't know. This is what a Corner Folk looks like. Looks like a little gremlin, looks like a little goblin, looks like a little PNG made by wanna say like around 17-year-old, I think, was when Alex Susanus, how old he was when he was making the series, making this episode, right? So Riley Tillin catches a ride then on a Corner Folk, I'm totally not gonna be able to use this drawing again, and it sucks because Riley Tillman is not gonna come back for another good, like, 40 something episodes probably, which counts the next verse. We are counting the next verse for this, right? So we catches a ride with a corner folk through a corner of his house here, right? That's not correct, but whatever. So like only oh shit, new nav stream. I'm actually hyped. Bring back Whoopi. No, Whoopi's over there. I don't want him back. He's taking up he's taking up the stream. So then Riley Tillman goes in the corner folk or the corner world, which is where the corner folk reside. So corner folk reside in corner world. So what does the corner world look like? It looks like that's kind of what it looks like a little bit. So then Riley Tillman comes out of it. What does he do? He avidly makes origami. So like here, let's draw what he looks like here, all right? Here, we're gonna and then we'll like have him like up here and then that's what he looks like. So he's not doing super. Wait, let's have a look. He's not doing super well off, right? What he does is he avidly makes origami because funny. I guess I don't even know. Crane. Ugh, ugh, ugh. That's what an origami crane looks like. If physically you're wrong. So he avidly makes origami, and then as of 2022 or 2020, he's still with him pals. Alright, that was the first episode. Awesome job. Now we gotta do the second episode, which is Liberty Lurker. Liberty Lurker, not Liberty Lurkers. There's not two of them. So we have Statue of Liberty here, right? This is the Statue of Liberty. And it's got a really, really tall pedestal here, right? Pedestal. So then, Statue of Liberty is on an island, and also on the island, coming to the island, are people immigrating to the United States of America, right? So we'll draw a little boat. So these are the people who are immigrating to the United States of America. However, when they have to cross through the island, some of them get eaten. I don't know, but we get shown a diagram, and it looks a little something like this. This is what the pedestal looks like. So we got this, and then we got waste management. So then the humans go into the slaughterhouse. Oh no! Oh. He's getting slaughtered by the Statue of Liberty, and then we also see this happen. And then there's a little spooky little guy that comes out of it. S Laughter House. No, there's no laughter actually. Not in this episode at least. This little guy, creepy little guy, comes out. Oh no, that's not the right. That's not the right direction. He comes out from here. This is a creepy little guy here from the Statue of Liberty. Okay. Next episode is Rushmore Revenge. I don't like this episode very much. Okay, so we got we got Mount Rushmore here, right? Mount Rushmore. However, on Mount Rushmore there comes a sign one day. I'ma give infection 10-12 to 10-13. So, the guy on there, he comes and he says that, right? Let's push that out better. So then 10, 12, 10, 13 every night. When does who is Stimpy? Is it like the character from Ren and Stimpy? They don't show up. Okay, so the guy says he's gonna introduce infection, right? Some mysterious guy comes in. So on the last day, Sunday, I believe, we see the statue or the monument looks a little bit like this. Ugh. 10 and Stimpy. No, neither Ren and Stimpy nor 10 and Stimpy ever show up at any point. So it looks a little like a because that's infection on Mount Rushmore from some mysterious person. Mysterious entity that's given the infection. Alright, what's next? Alcatraz attack. This one sad. Yeah, shut up. I don't care. Next up we got Still Peak Stream. Thank you, I appreciate that. Oh shit. Oh shoot. Second person. Okay. So the next episode, Alcatraz attack. Right. So, off the coast of America. Anyway, let's draw the coastal west coast of America here. Let's got there it is. So there's Alcatraz Island. I probably shouldn't have drawn it that big. That's bad. So Alcatraz Island, it's weird because it is moving. It shouldn't be moving, but it's moving to America, right? So what they're trying to do is give it radiation, right? Radiation. Let's draw the interior of Alcatraz now, right? It was a little something like this, where like you got the morgue, tennis court, cell. And then you got the mitochondria, and you got your Golgi apparatus here. I don't remember all the cell organelles very well, but what you need to know, Alcatraz is a cell. And Alcatraz, since it's a cell, it undergoes mitosis. But it's not mitosis, it's Alcatrazosis. This is real. It's called Alcatrazosis. I don't know why they call it that. That's a really dumb name. But it's just mitosis with like the chromosomes here. And they form together and they split into two cells. So this is cell division. But it's not cell division, it's Alcatrazosis. So Alcatrazosis. Why did they call it Alcatrazosis? What? Okay. So Alcatrazosis. And it makes more cells inside of Alcatraz, which also is a cell, which is weird. What is wrong with my arm? Why is it purple? What? Okay, so they introduced radiation into the island, right? So the goal is to stop it from performing Alcatrazosis, I think, right? So that they know that I'm about to go into Alcatrazosis. No, you're not, because you're not Alcatraz. But you are committing mitosis right now. So they realize by 2050, right? So Alcatraz is gonna be here. The coast is gonna be like here, and this whole area is gonna be like bad. We don't really know what specifically, but this is gonna be the west coast by 2050, right? However, problem is when they introduce radiation, more Alcatrazes appear. There's more Alcatrazes now. Alcatrazes. So basically, what you need to understand, this is gonna be important later on, but not really right now. Alcatraz, is the most important thing. No, it's the most important thing in the later series, and it's also God, but like not really. We'll get to this later, like what Alcatraz is. I don't even know. To be honest, it's a really confusing like element. It's kind of like oh, it's the Force, it's the quantum mechanics, kind of like that for the Monument Mythos. Oh, next episode is Dean Democracy. Okay. So let's draw James Dean here. And then we'll give him devil horns. Not because he's a devil, but just because it makes him more distinct. So this is James Dean. Now, some of you in the audience might recognize James Dean. Oh, like that old ass movie actor who died in a car accident. Whoops, that was disrespectful. Oh well. So we got a car, right? And he dies in a car accident. Oh. It's a car accident, but in the series, he doesn't do that yet, and also in real life, I don't think he does that yet. And no, he's not. Well, actually, he calls himself Jimmy, actually, so it's okay. But usually it's Dean and not James. So, so he gets hit by a car and dies. But in the series, right, he runs for president, and we see in the so when he runs for president, he makes a 15-second ad on TV, which just says, "What are we waiting for? Let's bring the boys home," in a reference to the Vietnam War going on, right? So this 15-second ad. This is where the series gets kind of weird, because this 15-second ad that's just a pretty cool sounding song, and then just, "What are we waiting for? Let's bring them back home." They decide to replace CNN one night with the ad playing 120 times in a row. CNN is less important than Dean ad. So then James Dean wins the poll in an overwhelming majority, right? Dean, Wallace, but who is the third candidate? Why, of course, the third candidate is Richard Nixon, everyone's favorite fella. So James Dean and Richard Nixon, before a debate, they go out go-karting. they go out go-karting, right? Because of course. I gotta draw Nixon now. Nixon, let's give him I don't know, a halo, I guess, because you'll see why later. So then Nixon says to Dean, "You're already a better president than I'll ever be." So Dean wins the polls, obviously, because of course Nixon So when it comes time for the State of the Union address, so there's this group, right? The ADA. Now ADA stands for a lot of things. They're all the same group, but right now it stands for Anti-Dean Association. So they're all the same group in that they're all like extreme rightists, which is funny because one of the biggest antagonists of the series, especially the first 2 seasons, is just extreme rightists. That's funny. So the ADA, what they do is let's give them that's not correct. Okay, whatever. So he cuts the audio of James Dean talking, right? State of Union. So then he has like a microphone, I guess, and then, well, he doesn't actually, but like, so then he comes in and he cuts it, right, with the scissors, because he's a bad guy. What? Okay, so then now the sound is cut, so no one in the audience can hear James Dean, but they see his facial reactions, his facial expressions, and just his facial expressions. Like, they just see, like, oh, he's a young man, but he's really passionate, and he cares about the country. That is enough to convince members of the audience. Stanley Kubrick says that the James Dean State of the Union address is the greatest silent film ever created. What does chat say? I can't even read. What does chat say? Chat says Dean Pog. Why do I bother? Okay, so the episode ends with Stanley Kubrick calling James Dean's State of the Union address the greatest silent film ever created. Okay, there goes the funny. So now it's time for Air Force One Angel, right? So we got I don't remember if it was this episode or what episode. I don't know. I don't believe so, right? So we got this that's a fish. Whatever. This is the same thing. So we got this is the Air Force One ship, right? This is a big important ship in the United States. I don't know why, to tell you the truth, but it's important. But then somebody hijacks it, right? And they find out who it is. They find out the plane was not only unmanned. Oh wait, no, it was not only unregistered, but it was unmanned also, which, like, what? Who is the guy then? So this is the only picture they see of him. So then people gotta wonder, who is the guy who is in the Air Force One? I forgot to mention they were, like, flying all around the United States. Flying all around the United States, visiting national monuments. I don't believe... I think that was this episode. So they visit Rushmore. They visit San Fran. The Golden Gate Bridge. GGB. I don't know what else they visit. Probably not that important, I don't believe. So then... Take down the... That's later, actually. Okay. Next episode is Lincoln Looker. Now, I don't really pay much attention to this episode for reasons you'll find out later. But okay, this one's a real doozy. This one's, like, really... I know this series has been, like, really unrealistic, but this is just insane. Okay, so president who gets into office, right now it's James Dean, right? Yeah. So one of the presidential powers, right? Presidential powers is to take one person and put them inside of the Lincoln Memorial, right? So what do I mean by that? I mean, they just put him in a cage inside the Lincoln Memorial. Why? Just cause, like, my phone's gonna die. Like, not for any good reason, just, like, because, like, they're like, they just, like, personally offend them. So they put him in the Lincoln Memorial, right? They just put him in a cage, you know? Give him bad food. You know? Just torture them for 8 years. So one person who goes as a Lincoln Looker is Maya Arnoldson. I'm not good at pronouncing the name Arnoldson. Arnoldson. Maya Arnoldson. She gets put as a Lincoln Looker, but, whoops. That was a mistake. They didn't mean to put her as a Lincoln Looker. They meant to put someone else. So, they basically tell her, Shaq Fu stream coming when? Nobody will believe you, lol. So, they tell her nobody's gonna believe her if she were to, say this, expose this to the public, because it's insane. So I don't believe it, but that's for reasons you'll see later. Next episode. I think they got it out of order, actually. Yeah, they did. Yeah. Okay, so the next episode in the most recent order I watched it in, is Washington Wormhole, right? So we got the Washington Monument here, right? Big ol' spike going into the sky, right? Now, notably, there's a tree inside of it. There's just some... Well, it's not... It doesn't really look like a tree. It looks more like that. So that's inside of it, right? Shoot. Is my phone good? Wolfgang, go to sleep. We have school tomorrow. No. I have school at 9:30 tomorrow, so I don't gotta go to sleep. Also, the point of this is that I'll be sleep deprived, so I can wake up at like I can go to bed at like 1, I think. I might have to grab a charger actually if my phone gets close to dying. Okay, so filing cabinet emoji, speaking head emoji. It's very constructive. Okay, so there's a tree inside the monument, right? So the tree makes the music. Music song. So the tree makes a beautiful song, right? What it does is it lures people into it, right? And then people go in, so then they pull them up this little like trebuchet thing here, right? So then they get lured up to the top, and then the gate opens, and then they fall to their death. So then they say that there were 20 people who died, and then all 19 of them were recovered. Now, do any of you, I'm gonna ask this question to here out to the audience. Do any of you notice a problem with this number? 20 of them died, and then 19 of them were recovered. America reference. Yeah, it's an America reference. It's the Monument Mythos. It's about American monuments. Any of you in the audience notice a bit of a impossibility with this? It's because one person was not brought back. That's the problem. Okay, next episode in the order I watch it is Rockefeller Tree Tragedy. This is one of my favorite episodes in the series. So, Rockefeller Tree Tragedy, RFF. We get 2 books. That's a small book. We get recollection of the tragedy. I'm gonna write that bigger. We get recollection of the tragedy by John D. Rockfall. And then we get Virginia in Wonderland. And then we draw Virginia here, and she looks like this. It's good enough. I couldn't read chat. What did chat say? Mr. Neff, do you know that if we had another month and all... Yes, I did know that. I have a name, by the way. Okay, so they tell a story, right? They both tell the same story, but, like, differently. So Virginia in Wonderland follows Virginia, the protagonist of the story. Well, a recollection of the tragedy is John D. Rockefeller, who's the president, by the way. Rockefeller's president, but earlier. Let's draw Rockefeller. That's what he looks like. What the hell is going on? No, you are named Mr. Neff. It's Kenneth. No, it isn't. Former president. So, Mr. Rockefeller, right? President Rockefeller, I guess. Former President Rockefeller. He goes out and he gets himself. So he has his own plaza, right? The Rockefeller Plaza. Rockfall Plaza. And then it's Christmas time, right? But there's no tree. Let's draw an outline of a tree. That's a tree. So Mr. Rockefeller goes and he says, "Hey guys, let's get me a tree, right?" So he sends all of his men out to find a good tree, but the problem is that all the trees suck. There's nothing good enough for like a president, right? Until he finds this, and this is the greatest tree he's ever seen. This bad boy. It's got no leaves. But what it does have is a cool song. Wowie Zowie. What it does have is a coolest song for Meryl. Like, wait, no, I don't want to stop you. It's a cool song. So Mr. Rockefeller says, "Hey, I want that tree." So they start cutting it down. Problem is, they can't cut it down. Cannot cut it down. However, there's grave diggers, right? And they say, wait, I'm drawing Stimpy RN. That's cool. So then grave diggers say, hey man, we can get it in 3 years. So 3 years later, that's a shovel. So 3 years, that's a lollipop. 3 years later, right, they dig up the tree, right? So then Mr. Rockefeller puts it in his plaza, right? I forgot to mention also at the end of the Washington wormhole, the Washington Monument, it does this, and then there's a lot of like lightning and electricity and stuff. That's a thing that it does. It's because of the tree, by the way. So then this tree over here, right? When they pick it down, it's gonna do the same thing. But we gotta go to Virginia, right? So Virginia is a child. She's a 10-year-old child, I believe, and she has a star. She has a star ornament. I know, right? It's so scary. So she has a star, and she wants to hang it on the tree, right? The problem is she is too short. Also, they staple fake ass branches on the tree, right? So now it looks a little more something like is a little more of what it looks like, right? The problem is here. Let's draw the scale, right? So we got tree, and then we got Virginia, right? So she can't put the tree on there. She needs 10 friends to put. I'm not even on the first season, bro. Oh my god. Why is the Washington Monument flaccid? Because the tree is. So then she needs to get 10 of her friends, right? So she gets 10 of her friends, and they all have names, even though they shouldn't, because it makes no sense. I'm not gonna draw 10 more of these, plus 8. So then, we get Virginia. That's 8 because it's 11 in total when you count Virginia. So Virginia goes to the top of the monument, right? And she's like stepping on all her friends, right? And they're all pissy and whiny. But she makes it to the top, and she puts a star ornament on, right? All. Real constructive, man. Thanks. So then the tree, it does this, and then and then also the I suppose, and then it does the lightning, the zappity zap, zap zap. Wolfgang versus Queso. He would win because he has more weight. Because I would be gravitationally attracted to him. So then Virginia wakes up and she's in a field of trees, right? Sad. That's sad for her. So then she's sitting down. How do we draw sitting down? I forgot. It's like that. Yeah, and she's in a field of trees. Please show this on stream. Hold on, I got a DM. I don't know if I can actually close the stream. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta finish drawing the trees. And then she's in a field of trees, and they look like this. Top 10 sad tree moments. Yeah, this is a sad moment. It's called a tragedy. So then when she wakes up, she's back in New York. I am not attracted to Queso. I'm gravitationally attracted to Queso. I hope there's not a delay. There's probably a huge delay, isn't there? How much percentage is my phone at? We're at 14%. Okay, hold on. So we put her back. She's in, freaking, what's it called? New York again, but it ain't her New York. And she wakes up, and she's in a... What? Tragedy. Why do I do this with my time? My time is so valuable, and I'm wasting my youth putting up with this shit. I hate all of you. Okay, so She wakes up in New York, and then the doctors, she doesn't hear the doctors, but what they tell her is, they don't, Wolfgang is gravitation, I'm gonna kill you. They say to her parents that, everything is backwards, which means that, like, her organs got flipped. Organs flipped. Now, this does not make a lot of sense so far, right? But it's... Is it going to? Do I have to explain this now? I'm actually not sure if I have to explain exactly what just happened right now, or if I have to, like, explain that later. I don't... We can explain it later, actually, yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, yeah. Okay. Next up is a fun one. This is Delaware Double. So we get a report from the Delaware River Journal, DRJ. And they say that two guys, a fisherman and some other guy, I don't know. He's important, I think, but I don't know. He's connected to the Arnolds. I forgot to mention. Virginia Arnoldson. Arnoldson. She's related to Maya Arnoldson. How? I don't remember. I think she's, like, their grandmother, but, like, in the future. Because, like, this is, like, the 1930s. And then this is the 70s, the early 70s. Ew, Delaware. I am a known Delaware unenthusiast. So the Delaware, right? There's a really bad delay. So they say a man found in a river, right? They found a hat on him, right? That's not what it looked like. It's called a bicorn, as in two corn. So they pick him up and they find out, oh my goodness gracious, George Washington. It's George Washington. George Washington. George Washington, you know, pretty common occurrence actually. So what the hypothesis then is that this is not the real Washington, but it's a fake. He's in a double actor, right? What? George washing machine? Yes. So he's a double actor, right? So the real Washington died in combat. Then this one also died. And then they put him in the Delaware River. Now, we're going to get back to this, right? Remind me, page 10, right? This is going to be George Orwell's Monument Mythos. This is going to make even less sense in the future, because we're going to see later, Washington died of a throat infection. No, Washington died, he didn't die, well, the first, Washington Prime is a snake. Washington, the first duplicate, died in battle, and then Washington, the president that we understand, died of natural causes, I think. I don't know. Okay, sure, that was cool. That was really cool. Next episode is gonna be Canyon Crown, right? So we got this guy here, right? What is her name? I don't remember her name. This is very sad. I wish I did. I wish I remembered her name. We're gonna call her, what are we gonna call, chat, she needs a name. Okay, so we have, and then we have, Quinn Arnoldson. And these are both Arnoldsons, right? So, Chat, can we come up with a name for question mark over here? Ali? George Washington did not die in Vietnam. And it was not in 2003 either. Okay, we're gonna call her Al Yee. Al Yee Arnoldson, I guess. So, their father, right? Nathaniel Arnoldson. All Nathaniels look like really like, I don't know, like brave. I don't know. So this is a bro did not go to the What is 03? What happened in 03? So they go to the Grand Canyon together, right? This is the Grand Canyon. So they see a bunch of awesome sights, including the most important character in this series. Mr. Squirrel! And he is the most important character in the entire series because he's Mr. Squirrel! So they see him there, but also, importantly, they see a big ol' head in the distance, right? Big ol' head, this is a head, this is a human head. So, Al Yee, who I believe is making the documentary, she says that Nathaniel took us out to see his sister Maya. That motherfucker was Maya. Now, Maya Arnoldson, mayhaps like Maya Arnoldson? No way! They're the same person, by the way. It's the same Maya Arnoldson. Okay, that was cool. Where did everyone go? I feel so lonely now. I'm gonna grab my charger. Hold up. Oh, mewing face emoji. That's really cool. Hold on. Don't worry, chat. We're back. I know you all missed me so deeply and so earnestly. Is it even gonna go far enough? Oh wait, there's a slide over here, actually. Barrels. Me when no barrels be like. Alright, we're charging. No, okay, I'm back. Oh wait, I gotta see the message that was posted to me on Discord. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay, I was told to show this on stream. That I hope you all liked that. I didn't. Okay, next episode is the final episode of season 1, right? This is gonna be Freedom Failure. Now this is failure as in a person that cuts wood. I'll give him an axe. And this is wood. It's not faller. It's not faller as in a person that falls. But they do both actually. So this freedom guy, they do both in the episode. So we start off with telegram message between 4 guys, right? And then they go back and forth, and they yammer for a little while, and we decide that this guy, Thomas Crawford, Weezer? Okay, first of all, I already had Weezer, and you didn't even notice. Here, hold on. Look, I already had Weezer, and you said nothing about it, okay? So anyway, 4 guys, they talk about it. Thomas Crawford designs a statue, right? And this is, we'll give her a knit cap. This is very important, actually. We'll give her a sword. And a shield. And then, so she's gonna be seated atop the Capitol Dome, right? She is the Statue of Freedom. Now, this is a real American monument. It's actually on top of the Capitol Dome right now, but nobody talks about it, even though it's so cool. So anyway, they're gonna put the statue on the Capitol Dome, right? However, right before a statue's about to get shipped out, something terrible has happened. Thomas Crawford finna died. Thomas dead. Sad face. So then his wife comes and she's like, I forgot her name, Miss Crawford. She sees in the statue, Thomas's eyes, right? Wait, let's give Thomas those eyes. Wolfgang, more like hug emoji. So the statue has Thomas's eyes, and it's real weird, but she don't like it. So when the statue's about to get shipped out, their daughter Nina Crawford, right? And then she has like hair. It looks like this. This is not like a cartoonish like exaggeration. This is what her hair looks like. So then Nina goes into a box with Thomas. Right here. Let's hit him with the with a box, and then we have Nina, and we'll give her hair. Blah 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 blah, and we'll give her blah blah, and then that's the butt. And then we have freedom. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, they asked her to take off the knit cap because that's slavery, but they support slavery. Because the knit cap represents freedom from slavery, but the Americans support slavery at the time. Phooey, hold up. So they asked her to take off the hat, right? So then Nina's in a box, right? Nina's there she is. However, one day, they get out of the box to go to some cave, right? Phooey, heckin' darn, Phooey, my charger make things weird. In the cave, right? Statue of Freedom. So then, give her a sword, you know? And then give her a shield. And then we got, Nina over here. Now, in order to represent Nina, so the Statue of Freedom, Nina more like cat in a box. No, Nina more like the Statue of Freedom tears apart her organs and leaves a hollowed out carcass there at the scene. Because this is meant to be an analog horror series, it kind of like loses that part of it, but like, so then let's just give her like a big ol' pit here where her organs would go. And then now the Statue of Freedom has all the blood on it, I guess. So then when the inspectors come down, they see, and they have to leave because it's horrifying. Oh. So then they leave the cave. Wait, let's draw the cave. This is the cave. And then they leave the cave. So that was real sad. That was real unfortunate sight. So then they put the statue atop the Capitol Dome, right? Oh no, I hope Nina gets better. She does, actually. Well, no, she is better from being a hollowed out corpse. Let's start the Capitol Dome, right? Blah, 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 barrows. And then we got Statue of Freedom here, right? Alright, so, but then, since today is January 6th, it's actually January 6th of, like, I want to say 71, I think. The ADA, still the Anti-Dean Association, right? ADA, they shoot her down. They shoot down the statue because there are a bunch of media heads, I guess. I don't know. YouTube, please don't take me down for guns, okay? It's a bit, I swear. So, shoot down the Statue of Freedom, but then the statue goes and it just kills a bunch of people. It just goes out and with a sword, right? That's its sword. That's the sword. It's carrying a sword, and we'll give it the shield here. Two, I don't know what that flag is. Policeman golfing jiu-jitsu robe, or martial arts robe. And then we got, he got decapitated, right? And then we'll give him his body here. Blah, blah, blah. So that's Freedom Failure. What it introduces is the Statue of Freedom, and it goes around, it's a bad influence. It's a bad thing on society for now. But it gets better. Oh my god, that was only an hour, barely an hour, but I'm done the first season. I'm gonna pass out, I swear to god. This is torture. Wolfgang, more like ex-wife, you're a poopy nose. Okay, cool. Good job, me. Awesome. The next episode is Corner Girl. I don't get this episode. I don't know what its deal is. Corner Girl. So we have some guy. He's not Alex Kazanis. He's made that very clear. So then he moves luggage. And then we got a girl who's not any other girl. And then she's dead. And then she looks like this, kind of. And then she was luggage. And then, meanwhile, they talk about triangles in the background. It's a triangle, by the way. The right triangle, you know, you got that A, B, C. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Prove the two triangles are congruent. And you got, well, you see they share, hold on, let's give the two triangles here. So, this side is congruent. We can, these are right angles, these are congruent, and then we could say, this is a parallel line. Wait, no. These lines are parallel, so that means these angles are shared. The triangle is triangle A, B, C is, no, that's not where it goes. The triangles are congruent by side angle, side, congruence. That's cool. That's fun. Next episode. I don't really get this one either, honestly. There's a lot in season 2 that I don't get. It's a lot more confusing than, the rest of the season. But it's, like, a lot more confusing than the previous season. They all just kind of get more confusing as they go along. Except the Nixon verse. That one's an oddity. You'll see why. Next episode. We got, Maze Movie Maker. A movie maker from Maze. Maze makes a movie maker movie about movie making. You know what I'm saying? It's 12 o'clock now, bro. I don't even want to do this anymore. God damn. I might just cut it off here. Okay. I'm going to cut it off here, I decided. So, let's go back and let's just, instead of explaining it on a case-by-case basis, like an episode-by-episode basis, let's explain the big picture timeline now. Because I want to do that, because I don't want to do this anymore. My God. Oh, I was hoping I'd be coughing up blood. That'd be funny. Okay, so we gotta explain a couple things first. Okay, so wait, let's instead explain what the episodes add to the series. What does May's Movie Maker add to the series? It adds more Maya and Nathaniel. Now these are sisters, right? These are siblings, right? Siblings, and they go inside of a maize factory, right? Maize is in corn. Maize, as in corn. So they go inside of a. So Maze partners with the U.S. government. U.S. govt. And let's give them. That's shaking hands, by the way. So they partner together, and then Maya and Nathaniel go into a maze underground facility. This is what it looks like. And on the inside, it's all flesh and goo and stuff. Flesh and goo. So then they touch it. Nathaniel touches it. He looks like this, kind of. He touches the wall. Chair down the wall. And then he gets zapped. Zap, 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 zap. And then everything is bad. Nothing's good, everything's bad. Why do my legs hurt? I'm gonna use a blanket, that should help with it. I got carpet burns on my legs. Blanket's actually a good idea, very good idea. Alright, yeah. So that's what that episode introduced. They have maize, the corn, and the U.S. government are buddy now, and then when Maya and Nathaniel Arnoldson go and investigate it, they become enemies of the state. Enemies of the state. Perfect. So, then, Suez Canal crab. This is inspired by the Suez Canal blockade from March 2021. I don't remember what specifically. I think it was the 8th. The Suez Canal is blocked, right? Blocked by boat. They send over a thermonuclear bomb. They send the bomb here for some reason. I don't know why. The shock waves push the boat over. So they do push the boat over. But they accidentally, it's a crab. The boat is a crab. Straw boat, and then we got a blah, 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 blah. It's a crab. The boat's a crab. I don't know. The boat's a crab. And they start moving into Egypt, right? With all the U.S. cargo, right? So the ADA, now the Anti-Device Association, they say, we want the loot from the crab. We want to get the loot from the crab, right? So they go near the crab, and then, it's just a guy with a gun, because he's an ADA member, and then he just, pew. They accidentally cause a, mass, what's the word? They cause a massacre, whoops. Well, it's not really a massacre, because it's two-sided, but, like, they cause just, like, hundreds, thousands of civilians die. I believe, like, 12,000 civilians dead. And then a bunch of Egyptian guards die. I'm so tired. Dude, you know what? I'm cutting it off here. I might not even make a friggin' VOD. I don't know. I might. We got 55 minutes left in my edit, or 5 seconds left in my edit of the VOD. I don't know. I'm so tired. Thank you all for watching. Bye.